Hey guys, what's up? What's up? It's me, your Moving Biz CEO, Sean John. Welcome to the channel. If this is your first time, I know it won't be your last. And welcome back to the channel for those of you who like what you're hearing, like the content you're getting, and hopefully, this is me hoping that you are actually taking the things that you learn here and actually going implement it into your business. Because knowledge is not the most powerful thing. Applied knowledge is what makes the difference. By the way, for everyone who ordered a copy of the book, Ready, Set, Wealth, I wrote a book about personal finances. So if you don't know what to do with your money when you make all this money, I wrote a book about my journey, learning about money, how to utilize money, how to use money to make money, and how to get away from poor money management and the cycle of continually being broke and struggling. If you want to get a copy of the book, please get it. It's only 25 bucks. That's a great investment. Notice I didn't say that's a great price. It's a great investment because it is. And a lot of things of what I'm going to teach you in the book is going to change somebody's life. And if it's not you and you got your finances down, I'm okay with that. But if you know somebody who does not, and we all do, then grab a copy of the book. Please, please, please share it with them. Give it to them for Christmas, their birthday, whatever. I'm telling you, nothing changes lives like understanding how money works, because an important part of this life is money. I always say it's not the most important thing, but it's right up there underneath the most important thing, right? So write the word book in a comment if you want to get a copy, and I'll get it out to you. So let's jump into it. Today we're going to talk about something really, really cool. For a lot of you, you've been in business and you're not progressing, and you want to know why. For a lot of you, you want to start the business, but you're worried about some things. So I just want to come in and fill you in with some information that helped me, right? So I was telling a friend the other day, I was like, man, people are blessed now to be able to go on YouTube, go on Instagram. By the way, follow me on Instagram at Moving Biz CEO. You could also go to my Facebook group, Moving Biz CEO. Jump in there, and we're always talking about moving. So go over there, network with some guys. We have a good time. It's a blast. But I'm always talking to people about, and this is what I was talking about with a friend yesterday, as he's starting a cleaning business here in Dallas, and I help him with that business. So I mentor him, I coach him with the business. For those of you who know, if you're in my masterclass, you know I coach and help you guys. I'm thinking about doing a monthly training where you just join a class for the whole year. So if that's something you're interested in, just drop a 1 in the comments, at least so I can gauge and know. If not, I'll leave it alone. But if you guys want to get continual training, then that's something we could dive into. But again, a lot of you, you're having issues getting your business to grow. And that's fine, because you're blessed to even have somebody who's talking about the business and who can help you, because I and so many of us who started years ago never had that. And I would have given anything, paid anything to get a shortcut to success. It's always worth it, right? And so I want to share with you just 5 things, if you don't mind. I might even throw in a bonus, but I'm going to share with you 5 quick things that I learned whenever I was first starting out. These were terrible mistakes. Sometimes it made me almost want to quit and give up. And so I'm going to share these things with you really quickly. And if it's familiar to you, just drop a fire emoji in the comment, or if you don't mind, leave your business name, city you operate in. Somebody may be looking for a partner in that area where you guys can help each other out. So always, as always, hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. Welcome to the channel. Let's dive into it. One of the first things I had an issue with, I'll just do 5. If you don't mind, I'll just do 5, right? Just 5. And in no particular order, I'll just go ahead and name them. But one of the things I had a lot of trouble with whenever I first started is I was targeting. Now I'll do it differently. This will probably help you. I'm not conventional. Those of you who watch the channel, you know. So I was targeting, whenever I first started my business, I was targeting cheapo. What is that? Cheap people. Cheap people, guys. I was targeting cheap people. And because of this, it left my business very vulnerable, put us in a bad spot. I was getting a lot of no's because the customers couldn't afford me, right? And they couldn't afford my business. And so I was reaching the wrong people. It was cheap, affordable advertising. But I'm telling you, the backlash. It was very, very negative. In fact, we'll talk about it in just a second. So to combat that, this led to even worse, right? So to help myself with this, because I was reaching the wrong people, don't make this mistake. So what did I do? Because I'm so smart, right? You're right. Tell it to my wife. So what did I do? I lowered my prices. Why did I lower my prices? So that I can cater to the cheapo. Please, please, never cater to cheapo, right? Because if you do that, you're going to be working for less. You're going to be working hard, earning less. You never want to be in the position. Here's another thing that it led to. Once I targeted cheapo, it was downhill from there. I was lowering prices. Hey, this guy down the street's $100 less than you. Do you guys match prices? Now the customer has control. Go watch my video from yesterday. The customer has control, and now it's a nightmare, right? So catering to cheap people, doing work for cheap, lowering my prices. Guess what? Next thing that happened, I made a mistake. I went and listed my company online on a public profile. Now, this was a terrible idea and messed me up really bad. Reason it did is because and all these things flow together, you'll see. But I had no idea what I was doing, right? So not only did I go out and get the wrong people and lower my prices and made less money, I had the nerve to go and list my company on a public profile like Google or Yelp. And then these bad reviews started flowing in because I was clueless. I was just learning the process. That's why I always tell you, please don't go for at least 90 days. Don't go and list your company on a public profile. But Sean, I need leads. I know you need to get customers, but you're going to have to do it organically. Trust me. That way you don't have to go back and change your business name to escape these bad reviews. Or a customer is going to put a very bad review that other customers not going to overlook. I'm telling you, if you don't know by now, listen to me. Customers don't read good reviews. They don't. They read bad reviews. You're perfect. You got a 49 5 stars. You got 1 star. They're going to that. It's just human nature. That's why the news always lead with the bad news. They're going to find the bad news. Somebody say amen. If you can't say amen, say ouch. Okay? Here we go. So I was finding the wrong people, lowering my prices to fit their model, not my model, to fit their value of my company, not my value of my company, right? So I was playing their game, public profile. Now I'm getting blasted on the public profile, right? Here and here's what that led to. Here's a result of all of those things, right? I was getting this wrong. I was hiring wrong. I was hiring the wrong people. I didn't know how to vet these guys and girls. I didn't, because I've worked with young ladies too. I didn't know how to vet them. I didn't know how to filter out the wrong people. There were times where I almost got in fist fights several times. Guys want to get paid today, but I know they're not going to show up tomorrow. A headache, right? Headache. Money doesn't come in for like 2 days on some of these accounts, PayPal and whatnot. By the way, I would never use PayPal. And I could do a whole video on that. But I was hiring the wrong people, which meant when I go out, I was getting bad reviews. I had guys on several occasions that were stealing out of customers' houses. Now, you want to get a bad review? Don't hire this company. These guys stole from me. That's a bad review. There's no overcoming that. You got to start over. And I had to do that. So I know what I'm talking about. I had to start my company over. When I first started my company, it was called Affordable Movers. Simple name, very easy. And then when I got that bad review, we had to start over, baby. We became Jumpin' Jack Movers because I had no idea what I was doing. So these are mistakes I made in the beginning. Please don't make these mistakes. And I give you this one here. This will be the last one. After the hiring, too cheap, profile, one of the things I made a mistake, and I didn't realize, I went out and I bought a truck. Now, if you want to go do that, that's fine. All I'm telling you is I don't recommend it. I recommend you go out and let your business grow and then let your business tell you when it's time to buy a truck. You can rent the things you need, guys. If you don't need a $50,000 truck, why go and do it? Rent what you need until your business grows and proves that it can drive. Just like a teenager. Would you go out and buy your 15-year-old a car? No, until they what? Until they prove that they can drive, that they're responsible. Let the business prove to you it's ready to grow. And then and only then do you go and get a truck. But in the beginning, you don't need it. And I'm just telling you, I know a lot of guys make that mistake. And I'll give you guys one more. Would it be okay if I give you a bonus before I get off here? Let me give you one quick bonus. One thing that I made a big mistake with because I didn't know how to do it and I had no help, no one to train me. And fortunately, you guys have that, is I couldn't sell. That's me. It's probably you too. I couldn't sell. I had no way of helping myself when these customers called. I could not sell. I had no confidence. I was like a little baby on the phone. Yes. When they say, yeah, you guys are too high. Do you have a deal? Yes. You know, and at the end of the call, I'm begging for the booking because you gotta pay for the truck, gotta pay for gas, gotta pay your crew. I'm begging for the job, so I'm willing to compromise. I'll do it for less, even though I realize I catered to the wrong person. Now I'm working for less, and then you're watching me, scrutinizing me, which is another reason they're the worst customers. All of a sudden, the cheap people who you're working for less and doing a favor for, they don't care about any of that. They only care that you damage their already broken dresser, but they want to take it out on you because they're cheap from the beginning. And now they want to remind you of that because you don't have process to prevent this from happening. And there's no paperwork to back it up. And so now you're liable and now you're in trouble and you're losing less money. Besides that, you're hiring the wrong crew because you don't know how to hire the right crew and filter and create an environment that hires the crew for you, a la Chick-fil-A. And you went out and bought a truck that you could have rented. And now you're really feeling stressed. And to top it all off, icing on the proverbial cake, you can't sell. And now calls are coming in, very few because you don't know how to get leads. And I could put that on here also. Calls are coming in, you don't know how to get leads, your script is bad if you have a script at all. And all of a sudden, you can't get reservations. You can't get customers to enroll with you and set a reservation with you. And so if this is you, hey, don't be afraid. This is not meant to scare you. This is meant to enlighten you, right? This is meant to show you that, hey, I made these mistakes. Please be careful about them. That's why I'm giving you all this free content so that you don't go out and make the same mistakes I did, right? For everybody who wants to be in the webinar, live webinar training in November on the 12th from 6 to 9 p.m., please click the first comment below. I'm going to have the webinar information. We're going to go over how to build and grow your business. It's only $97. I don't have to hide anything from you. It's up to you if you want to get it or not. Doesn't matter to me. I have my business. But if you want to learn what I know about business and get your business, this class is worth $2,500, but you could get in it for less than $100. And if you want to get the VIP, which everybody so far has signed up for, thank you guys, by the way. Really appreciate it. Thanks to everybody for the feedback and comments. If you want to get the VIP, where we'll also set up a one-on-one training after the class, then it's only $197. But I think the price is going to go up. I think at the beginning of November, everything's going to go up. That way, if you guys are cheapo, we don't want you in the class anyway, because you're just going to complain about everything. And I'm not interested in that. If you want to get one-on-one coaching with me for a month, then put mentorship in the comments, and that way me or my assistant is going to reach out to you. But anyway, guys, look, I hope this blesses you and help you to change your business. Just be careful out there. You can grow your business. You can make a lot of money, but avoid these 5 mistakes that almost crushed my business. So I'm Sean John. Hit subscribe, hit thumbs up. I got to go. Peace, guys. Have a blessed day.